Stakes couldn't be any higher in the case against Casey Anthony as she tries to avoid a trip to death row.
Some legal experts say Casey's behavior when her daughter Kaylee disappeared could be critical in the trial. The partying, the lies, and waiting 31 days to admit her daughter was missing. Now a new twist. Could all this help Casey's defense?
Tonight in a Western News exclusive, Bob Keeling uncovers a potential strategy her lawyer has been researching. And Bob joins us now live.
Well, Jim and Martha, Jose Baez directed us to the case of a young military widow who appeared to be celebrating her husband's death with breast implants. She didn't grieve right, a condition explained by her defense team as, quote, ugly coping. They are memorable images. Casey Anthony and raunchy party pics days after Kaylee went missing. Surveillance images buying beer and bras with money investigators say she stole. So how does Casey explain her lack of concern or remorse for her daughter's disappearance?
I've said numerous times she has a very compelling reason for her actions.
In our exclusive interview, Jose Baez again and again ducked the opportunity to be specific.
As much as I'd love to say it, that's as much as I can say right now.
But Baez did refer us to this case.
I told him that I loved him, and I hugged him, and I took his wedding ring off.
In 2002, Cynthia Summer lost her husband, Todd, a healthy U.S. Marine stationed in San Diego.
He was originally evaluated to have died by natural causes, a sudden cardiac arrest, an arrhythmia in the heart.
2 months after her husband died, friends told investigators Summer bought breast implants with the insurance money, started partying and sleeping around.
She said that she had had sex with Lance Corporal Reed and his wife.
Yes, ma'am. And we further find that the murder of Todd Summer was intentional.
Prosecutors charged Cynthia Summer with murder. Her attorney argued that Summer's apparent lack of remorse was a condition known as ugly coping, a phrase coined by a Columbia University behaviorist to describe people who appear to grieve abnormally or not at all.
She lost her emotional compass, and she went off the deep end. This is not an unusual phenomenon, is what I'm saying, but it seems that the district attorney played it up as if this was a sign of celebrating, not a sign of grieving.
Cynthia Summer's attorney says the district attorney in San Diego was willing to overlook obvious problems in their evidence because they mistook Cynthia's so-called ugly coping as evidence that she had no remorse and therefore was guilty of murder. Summer's attorney finally proved that her husband's death was not motivated by her greed, not even the result of a crime. After 2 years of languishing in jail, Cynthia Summer went free.
I'm still in shock. I really cannot believe that I'm standing outside of the jail right now.
What's the bottom line of all of this? That you cannot allow lifestyle, the circumstances of lifestyle, to be a powerful component of any prosecution. The stakes are just too high.
Now the question is, will Jose Baez use Cynthia Summer, the case he told us about, to help him in the case against Casey? Can this notion of ugly coping be applied to Casey's partying, lying, and apparent disinterest over the loss of little Kaylee?
That's the key question. By steering you to this case, does Baez tip his hand?
Well, his spokeswoman today told us that this is not an accurate representation of the defense strategy, and we're not saying this is going to be his defense, but what we are saying is this is the first information of any kind in 9 months that Baez has offered beyond that pat answer that Casey has a compelling reason for her actions. I just can't tell you what that reason is.
Yeah, what a remarkable case, though. That's
Absolutely.
for sure. Thanks.